So today I'm going to show you two indicators that other traders either haven't heard of or use them completely wrong without realizing their true power. For me, this combination became a secret formula that brought me more results in the last few weeks than any other tools. So I'll explain you how to use each indicator correctly, which signals are actually matter, and most importantly, how I combine them together to get a clear entry point. So guys, let's get started. Here's the platform. We have $500 in the balance, pretty enough. Time of the expiration, we can change it like this, but we'll leave for 2 minutes. And amount of money, we change to $100. Yeah, today we'll risk a bit more than usual, but because we want to make a pretty good result today. And still, in case of something, we can open a catch up. Of course, it would be bigger by the percentage, but it's still fine. So now I'm looking for a good currency pair. I can check it here from my favorites. No, we cannot find anything here. In this kind of the market, we don't go. It's the flats. Here, we almost achieved the previous resistance level. Here's the same situation. That's how I choose them. Here's also the flat and some kind of the sideways market. Here's the same. I don't even need to open the full chart to understand how it looks like. Your USD is not that bad, but still, let's check it out with something else. Okay. That's how I'm checking. Okay, here's pretty good. I'm opening a buy trade immediately. And you'll ask me why you did that so fast, because this is obvious. Here, it was the previous resistance level. Then resistance level appeared here. And for the indicator for now, I'm going to show you the zigzag because this is pretty good for the beginners, but it's not about the zigzag today's video. So here we can change the depth, and as we can see, we have more support resistance levels. So that's how you can define them if you cannot do it by yourself. And here is our support level now, and cars start reversing from there. Here we can see all the other support levels. As you can see here, the price was touching this level 3 times on the resistance and on the support. That means it's a pretty strong one. And for the indicators also, and two indicators that I was talking about in the start of the video, it's stochastic and moving average, but actually we need 3 of the moving average, but still fine. So let's change period here to 8 and EMA. Then second moving average, 14 EMA as well. And the third moving average is 50 and also EMA. And we also got to change the color, so that's how we can see which one is that. So how we analyze the market, really easy without all of this unuseful information. So if you see 2 green lines is crossing each other going down in the same direction, it's a sell signal. If you see that the price is below these 2 green lines, it's a sell signal. Why we have this pink line is the moving average of period 50. First of all, it's showing us the trend in general, and also at some points it could be a reversal from that level, from that moving average, and at some points it becomes a support or a resistance level. For example, as here, as you can see, it's just clearly achieved this pink line and reversed from there. And our trade is not going that great, so let's open 2 more trades as a double up. So we have the same time of the expiration per trade. Oh my god, we have just 3 seconds for now. Oh my god, I hope we can close now. Oh my god, yes, we closed 2 of this trade. Okay, the first one in the 0, the second one, and the third one in a profit. As you can see, I made a pretty fast catch up. So that's how we got our money back, and we didn't need to open a new trade. So let's check it out some other currency pair where we can trade. We need to find, in best case, the situation with the confidence, consistent, strong downward or upward trends without too many fluctuations or volatility. Sometimes it's not easy to do, but we do all of our best. And usually before the trading session, I spend so much time to find the best ones. Okay, no, not this. Here we can see, okay, it's not that confident as well. Here it's almost, it's already achieved the previous support level as well. Okay, let's check it out. Here is pretty good. Let's open here a sold trade for 2 minutes at euro/USD OTC, and we can see that there's a downward trend going for some time already. Before it was some kind of the sideways movement, but for now it's pretty good. And again, you can see 2 lines of moving average is crossing each other. and going down the same direction. And guys, for those who's watching this video right now and thinking, oh my god, here's so many indicators, the information, I don't understand anything, I need to start with something first. Well then, I have a good news for you, because I created my own guide absolutely free for everyone, at least for now. You can find it just clicking on the link in the description of this video. Then you need to text me in the private messages in Telegram the word guide, and I'm gonna send it to you. So don't miss it out, and we're continuing trading. If we take a look of our pink line, we can see that it becomes a new resistance level. Here I'm gonna draw it for you with the line. As we can see, our price was trying to break this pink line, but they couldn't, and they eventually reversed in the downward direction. So that's why we use it, because I was also showing you the strategies with using just 2 moving average of 8 and 14 period EMA, but here is also a pretty good additional thing that you need to understand the trend in general, and also just some kind of the corrections and reversal in case of that. And let me show you something else that you can use. For example, if for you it's really hard to find support resistance levels, boom, the Donjin channels is working really great for that, to show you the range of the price. Also, let me check it out. For example, Parallel XR, yeah, you can use that if you're just a beginner and you also want to know what trend is that for now. So if you see the green points above the chart moving from top to bottom, is definitely the downtrend. If the opposite is the uptrend, but sometimes it's getting too late and you just don't have the good signal from that. Also MACD, pretty good, but a lot of the noise. I love this indicator, but not in every cases. So for example, on the M5 time frame, it will look a bit different, more clear. As we can see, all of the last pin bars is red color. We can see also 2 lines of MACD crossing each other, going down the same direction. But I love this indicator, definitely. You can use together Stochastic MACD and 3 moving average. So that's how you get the best in 3 points. So now we have just 5 seconds till the end of the trade. 3, 2, 1, and we close it perfectly in the plus. Okay, great. So yeah, still the continuation of the downward trend. So we're gonna sell trades again for 2 minutes, and let's come back into time frame. We can see it's going pretty well. At the same time, for a lot of the people, they may think that, oh, it's a downward trend here going for a long time, and it will definitely reverse now. But as we can see before, it was pretty strong upward trend going for even longer time. So it's absolutely fine. You also need to check it out, the history of the price before, to understand how it could behave. Also about the candlestick patterns, here for example, we can see a pretty big lower wick, like a shadow on the red candle. Also, let me show you some candlestick patterns that could be really useful for you, and no indicators will say you about this. So for example, here we can see the red candle with pretty big lower wick on the end, showing that the sellers were trying to break this level, but they couldn't, so it reversed in the upward direction, increase in new support level. Here for example, also one of the biggest mistake, when the people, for example, after this kind of the fast upward move for 3 candles, they see a red candle, they think, okay, it's gonna be a reversal now probably, but actually it's not going to be a reversal here. As you can see, it was the continuation of the upward trend. So here you need to be really careful with all of the signs of the candlestick patterns. For example, here's also one of the interesting situations. We can see that the last red candle is really small. It's also showing that the sellers is losing their power, and the green candle is really big, the first green candle on the chart. And after it was the pretty fast upward movement started. So let's change your time of the expiration to 3 minutes, and we're gonna open here a catch up in the downward direction for 3 minutes, because that trade we're probably not gonna close, maybe, I don't know. But here we also can see pretty good situation. Yeah, it was some what I don't like here, that as you can see, it's like, for example, 4 red candles, then 3 green candles. Oh, what's going on here? We're in the plus for some seconds. Wait a second, after we're gonna come back to another chart, because here we have just a few seconds till the end. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. Oh my god, we are in the plus. I was thinking we didn't close it. Oh my god, that was great. Again, we didn't even need to catch up. And here, as we can see now, that was I was talking about before, that I don't like about this chart, that it's some downward direction, for example. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about this chart, that as you can see is the downward trend started, then boom, 3 green candles appeared on the chart. Again, the downward trend, for example, 1 green candle appeared on the chart. So here's a lot of the correction candles or fluctuations just in general. And now it's what's going on here. So here in this kind of the cases, it's better to use longer time of the expiration, for example, like 4 minutes or 5 minutes. So you can just miss all of these fluctuations and still close the trade in a plus. Now, as you can see, it reversed. Okay, this is pretty good. We just need more time in this chart. For example, here is also a pretty good situation. I'm showing you a different chart so you can understand what kind of the charts you need to choose when you trade. So here, for example, why I wouldn't trade here and open a trade here for now, because we can see here is the support level and I price just touched this support level. So in this kind of the situation, even though we can see already 3 red candles on the chart, that usually I'm saying to you, if you see 3 red candles on the chart, for example, as the reversal, you can be sure and you can open a trade in the downward direction. But there is a bit of more details because, as you can see, at that situation, our price achieved the previous support level and still hasn't broke it yet. As you can see now, it's already going better, but still it's not that confident. So in this kind of the situation, you just wait. You don't enter the market when you're not sure. Also, one of the biggest mistakes is use as 15 time frame, for example. Like, you don't need that. So you can just check it out how the price look differently on the into time frame. It's more consistent situation on the market, especially that was trade with 2-3 minutes time of the expiration for trade. So that's why we use M2 M3 time frame as well. You don't need to use M10 time frame if you trade by scalping, just using 2 or 3 minutes time of the expiration, right? So now we have just 13 seconds left and we are in the plus. I was already thinking at some point that we're not going to close it because of that corrective candle, but we had enough time and it's reversed. As you can see, time is everything. It's deciding all of your result. So we close the first trade and the second one as well. Perfect. Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna change our time of the expiration to 4 minutes and open a sell trades in case, again, it can be some fluctuations, especially that we can see some kind of the fast move in the downward direction. And when you see that for example, the price dropped down really fastly, like it happened just in the start of our trade, it could be some fluctuations in the upward direction, definitely, or a correction candle or something else. So that's why you need more time, definitely. If you see some kind of the uncertainty on the chart, it's better either to change the chart or to change the time of the expiration, or to change, for example, the direction where you open your trade if you're not sure. But at the same time, if you're not sure for 100% or at least for 90, it's better not to open a trade. And this is the mistake even I got in sometimes, and it's absolutely normal because we are all people. We're not a robots or AIs or something, and it's absolutely okay. It's and even if you are a 10 years experienced trader, it doesn't guarantee you that sometimes you will have some emotions when you trade. It's absolutely normal. And guys, we didn't talk with you about the Stochastic Oscillator. I absolutely forgot about this because it was too many information. So Stochastic is a momentum indicator that shows where the current price is trading relative to its resting price range. I know it's pretty difficult, but in simple words, it helps you see when the market is overbought or oversold and when momentum is slowing down and may reverse. And this is the classic settings that we have. It's 14.33. Overbought level is 80. Oversold level is 20. So you will also see usually here 2 lines. It's fast line, it reacts more quickly to price, and also slow line is a smooth version of the other one used as a signal line. So they're also giving us the signal when they're crossing each other and going in some direction. And I'm looking for the new currency pair. Okay, here's a pretty good one. I'm gonna change the time to 2 minutes and I'm gonna open here a catch up in the downward direction because here actually is pretty good. I think I showed you, yes, I showed you this currency pair where we're talking with you that we need to wait for more confirmation that the price will break the previous support level, and that's what happens here for now. So it's better to wait 1, 2, 3 minutes, but to be more sure in your entry point than before. And about the stochastic, how to use it. So if stochastic is above 80, it's overbought. So this means price has been closing near the top of its recent range. It does not mean you must immediately sell. It just warns that upward momentum may be slowing and a reversal or correction is possible. This is pretty important. Also, when stochastic below 20 is oversold. So price has been closing near the bottom of its range. And again, it doesn't mean you must instantly buy. It just signals that downward momentum may be exhausting. But for example, here on this currency pair in our first situation, by the way, for now we are here in the plus. But for example, just look at this currency pair. By the way, it's our first situation. I was thinking we're not gonna close the trade there, but for now we are in the plus. Fluctuates a lot around their entry point, but for now it's still okay. We can see that now in Stochastic, our currency pair in the oversold zone under 20 is for around like 20 minutes. So it could mean that downward momentum may be exhausted, but at the same time, if we still don't have any signs of the reversal, we're not buying. We're not thinking that it's gonna be a reversal just like this because it just oversold. This is the most common mistake. So now we're gonna wait. We have 15 seconds till the end of our trade. Here we're not that much in the plus. Maybe it will change, but it's fine. It's fine. So let's check it out. Let's change to 3 minutes and open here a sell trade again. That trade we closed in the plus. Okay, perfect. So that's how we can recover our previous catch up with just 2 trades. Because the first one we closed in the plus, and now we need to have one more profit to cover it, and that's gonna be it. So here is still the continuation of downward trend. Everything is great. Because having a strategy like Stochastic plus 3 EMAs, like we have, is a good start. But a strategy by itself is not enough, definitely. A professional approach to trading needs systematic rules and discipline also. So first of all is market condition. When do you trade? For example, which session, which pairs, instruments, also what time frames do you use? Then entry rules, like what must you see in EMAs, trend structure, for example, order of averages or more. What must you see in Stochastic? Everything that I told you before, all of the signals, you can just write it down for you. For example, you write to yourself, if 2 lines of moving average is crossing each other, going down the same direction, also if the price is below this 2 moving average, it's a sell signal. In the opposite, it's the buy signal. Same with the Stochastic. If you see that 2 lines of Stochastic crossing each other in the oversold zone and start going in a downward direction together, going lower, it's definitely a sell signal. And if you also see for example 3 red candles in a row that showing you the reversal, you see also the upper wicks on the candles showing that the buyers were trying to break this level but they couldn't. So this is definitely a sell signal. Also, you need to think about the risk management, like how much is your risk per trade. 1%, 2% or more, but I recommend to start with just 1%. Also, I recommend to set for yourself the maximum number of trades per day so you don't over trade, and it would be fine for you. Oh my god, guys, it's almost the end of our trades. We're still not in the plus. Here's 23 seconds and it just started reversing in the last seconds. As you can see, it's also can happen. Okay, now we can see some new red candle appear in the chart. Wait, again in the plus. No. This kind of the emotional roller coaster is every time happening on the market, so you need to be ready for that as well. Okay, we're gonna change our time to 2 minutes and gonna open a catch up just like this, so we can cover how resistant be in the plus. I opened it even more, but we didn't cover the previous catch up, so that's why we made it like this, and it's absolutely fine. For now, it looks like the start of the reversal, but at the same time, we can see 2 lines of Stochastic crossing each other, going up a little bit in the same direction. About the moving average, in this kind of the cases, they're not giving you the signal right away because they're not that sensitive as, for example, Stochastic or MACD. And this is why I recommended to use with scalping strategy, because, for example, RSI and MACD, Stochastic, they're really fast on giving you a signal, but at the same time, sometimes giving you a lot of the noise. So here we're just gonna wait. We have enough time. We have just 1 minute and 3 seconds. Oh my god, I hope we're gonna pause it definitely. I'm just gonna change the time of the expiration just in case we need to open some other catch up, but I hope we don't need that. By the way, it's the real market. It's Euro/CAD. It should be pretty good. Definitely. Okay, now I cannot think about anything else when this kind of the situation happening, and it's also been normal. I would not behave like I don't care or something, because a lot of traders do that when they, for example, almost not closing a trade and they just sit like they don't care. I do care. That's why my videos is emotional, because I know how it's hard to make the money. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I changed to 420 and open here buy trade for 1 minute. Oh my god, because now it's definitely better in 3 points. Well, we still have a time. Maybe we close the trade plus the previous ones, but no, it's kind of far away. It's definitely far away. But at least we're gonna have like something, maybe like $800 from this trade that we have now. Yeah, the other ones we didn't close, but listen, guys, I'm showing you everything how it is. It's absolutely normal, is the market. Of course, maybe I would also want to show you that, but actually I don't want to show you that, it's absolutely easy. You close all of the trades in a row and you don't need to do anything. But at the same time, I don't want to show you that this is a pink world when no problems exist, when you just enter the market and you the king of the world. Of course, it's not like this. It's the same job. Sometimes it's even harder than the normal one, and here you need to learn every day, and I still learn every day something new because it's absolutely normal. When you learn more, you understand that, I don't know this and this and this. It's absolutely okay. The main thing is just never give up, always believe in yourself, even though it sounds really simple. So I closed this trade in plus, guys. Okay, that's perfect. We made actually pretty good result. I think we started with like 500, now it's 773. Yeah, like almost $300 for a trading session, but I think is pretty fine for somebody's salary for a month. And today we were trading for just like 20 minutes or something. I was showing you also a lot. So thank you so much everyone for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what kind of the topics you'd like to see and hear on my channel, and I would definitely do that for you. And we're gonna see each other on the next trading session. Bye bye.